Here we go. Are we on? Are we live now?
Not yet. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our live podcast today. We were supposed to have Rosemary Hurwitz on with us to talk about enneagrams, but we're not sure if she's just running late or what happened there. So we're just gonna get going on it. And we decided what we would do is got a new deck of cards. So we're going to let her do an unboxing. So yay! So I'm going to hand it over to you. And then if Rosemary does come in, we will just let her in and then we'll talk about the enneagrams. But we just thought we'd get started just in case, you're watching and want to see what's going on. So, and if you have any questions, please let us know. So, Mom, take it away. So tell us what deck you got and
Okay, I'm going to take it away. So excited, and we hope that Rosemary does join us. But if not, maybe something came up for her, so that's all right too. We're pretty excited, and we really, really do want you to come in and talk to us. Give us some things you need to know or want to know, and fantasy, I don't care. But come on and join us because it's just a little more fun for us and for you. Okay, the ones that I'm unboxing today, they're called the Starlight Frequency Oracle, and they're by Leah Showman. They're really interesting, and I'm into Fort Frequency as I have Kim. And I picked them up the other day here in where and thought they were kind of interesting. Anyway, okay, let's do some shuffling about what we need to know for but today.
Well, yeah, and show us the cards. Like, show us each card.
Okay. As I'm doing them.
Well, okay. Yeah. Or
okay,
each card first so people can see what's in the deck.
Okay, this is the first card that came up. And it's called Heart, Mind, Heart, and Will.
Ooh, that's a pretty one.
It's kind of interesting too, because the 17th of April is supposed to be when the planets line up together around us here. So it's kind of interesting that the planets would be coming in because we got some meteor showers coming and the red moon as well. So it's kind of an interesting thing. It would be of planets, that kind of thing. Anyway, the card itself says, allow yourself to exist through all your dimensional layers. Think freely, feel deeply, and live fully. But do you want to expand on that, Kim?
Yeah, I think that's a really cool card. And the one card reminds me of the moon, and I was actually out last night because it's a full moon today, but last night it was just so brilliant and so bright. And so I really think it's about, tuning in and getting connected to the stars and to really just make sure that we're, our mind and our heart are in alignment for how we want to do and go forward with stuff. So, to really revel in when we, that moonlight was just, I don't know. I took a picture and I think what really stood out to me was like there was these moonbeams coming off of it. And for me, that's just like, trying to just connect all those things. So that's what I pick up from it.
That's true. Gathering too, right?
Yeah.
So gathering of the souls and that kind of thing too. I agree with you, Kim. I find it's really an interesting card, and because of the moons coming into together this month as well, that it would come up right now. It's really interesting because she has all kinds of different sims in there too, and that also to equate with things. But I do too. I think that because it is the full moon right now, is telling us that bring your free will to gather the information you need from me. Dream about the things that you want to come forward you, and let your free will and your heart and your mind come together to get that combination of all the above to make you feel like that person that you really are and bring forward the wants and wishes that you have. Is she there now? No?
No, there is one person watching, but that's what I was
checking. Okay. Well, if you're watching, why don't you ask us a question? Be really nice. And tell us what you think in the cards too. Is really interesting. But anyways, that's the first card for today. And I think it's just saying that we're trying to get things together. We're trying to make the world come together and be it and things like that. And I think this card is definitely saying it's time for entering that with what's going on with the stars and everything else and the planets right now.
What do the
So you
bats
want to get,
look like on them?
oh, they're really pretty. They're, no, that's upside down.
Well, that is really pretty.
Trying to get in the light here.
Yeah, I know it's always a mission together.
Isn't that pretty though? There's
That is
eyes
really
there.
pretty.
Yeah, they're really kind of cool cards.
Hmm.
Okay, I'll pull the next card. Okay, this one popped up. This one's called Infinite Vastness, and it said, "Stop playing small." Oh, that's interesting.
Ooh.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Better, right?
Yeah.
So, do you want to elaborate on that, Miss Kim?
Well, what I get with it is I feel like, and I think we've talked to some people about this before, is often when we show up in the world, we play small to fit in, to not make anybody else uncomfortable. And I think that's the whole thing, right? We're afraid to shine our true light out to people. And so, yeah, we just like we don't laugh loud if we want to, or laugh if we want to, because what if we offend the people around us? What if we make people uncomfortable by what we say, what we wear, how we are just being in everyday life? And I think this card is really telling people that it's time to stop that, to just be who you are authentically. And if it makes people uncomfortable, that isn't about you, that's about them, and that's their issues, that maybe they need some healing or some trauma work or whatever around that. And that's what I pick up with that. And I just get, you should just keep going with your flow, because the more that we go with our flow and we be our authentic self, the more things that come to us in the world.
Very true. Very true. I get it. I agree with you. Like infinite vastness is, allow your mind, kind of goes with the other one, allow your mind to think big. Don't be small anymore. If you've been feeling small in your life, like I said, or feeling like it's not giving you what you need, start thinking and dreaming big. Allow the vastness of the world and the universe around us to bring that to you. And don't think small, think big, because you know what? Spirit's thinking big too for you. And the more that you bring forward to you, the more Spirit can say, about time, that's what I want to hear. I want to see you doing the best you can be. And I think too, because it brings in sort of the old times way back in the past, Greek mythology and all the rest of it. I think it's saying that, go back into past lives, or go back into centuries where you feel like you might belong, or you could have belonged at one time, and allow it to come through too, because, there was probably something back in a past life that was big for you, and you need to keep carrying it on in this world, right? To make it happen. And because there's a waterfalls there too, which means flow. And, flow is so important to keep that going, because it gets your heart in tune with your mind and your third eye. And then you can open up all your chakras to carry you where you need to go. The healthy messages come through for you as well. I didn't read from her book, which was probably a very nice thing. Anyways, it doesn't really say much more than what she said on the card. You want the truth. Read that number 3 was the first one. Sorry, I haven't done this while. I'm not as organized as Kimmy is. Yeah, it really basically says the exact same thing that's on the card. So we didn't miss what she was saying. Some of them are a little bit more elaborate. I'll try number 4, which was the second card we drew. And number 4 has a little bit more. That was the last card that we drew. It says, "You are so much more larger than life than you give yourself credit for. Why do you contain your power? Let go and let the notion and need to remain what others, let go the notion you need to remain what others tell you. You must let go. Let go of the notion that you will become, and you can release what you should be." So that's kind of cool. Like, be what you can be. Allow it to open you up and be the person you are. And don't think small, because we always try to back off. We should be doing this. Oh, maybe I can't. Now this one's saying, yeah, kick butt, go do it. Should we do one more?
Sure, let's do that. We got 2 people watching, so I did let them know if they wanted us to pull a card for them to just let us know. And
Oh, that would even be better.
Mhm.
That would be really nice if they did that, and we could pull one for them
Yeah,
and let them know what we're thinking. Anyways, we'll pull one more for us for the moment until one speaks up.
right.
Anyways,
Yeah, and sorry, if you came in late, we were supposed to have Rosemary Hurwitz on it, and we're not sure what happened there, but anyways, we're not sure if maybe there was miscommunication with the time or
could have
anything.
been.
But anyways, we
Life
decided to
happens.
look at Mom's new deck instead.
Life happens and we move forward. Okay, this one here is called Fifth Dimension. Interesting. And it says in it, you are ascending. Be gentle and nourish your human form at this time. Exist in the state of love and not fear. Now, isn't that just really neat that it goes in with others? Well, reminds me a little bit of the Rocky Horror Picture
I
Show.
was totally just thinking that when I seen it, I was like, okay, yeah.
Anyway, do you want to elaborate on that one, Kim?
Yeah, well, I think it's really interesting how it's like a mouth, just the different dimensions, right? And it's all about, I think, just allowing ourselves to grow and evolve. And that the more that we evolve and the more that we ascend, or however you want to put it, into these other dimensions, the more we can take a look at things from a different angle. And I think that it's really about just letting loose and just allowing ourselves to, speak our truth. Like, I love how it's just kind of, well, it feels like almost like vomiting flowers and rainbows, but it's like about speaking love and light. And that, we really need to start doing that. And it just feels like we're evolving so much as human beings and light beings, that we need to adopt those into our stuff. So, and then I'm distracted because it does look like Rocky Horror Picture Show. So,
Oh, this is fun. It does me too, as I saw it. And it's funny because when I picked up the cards to show you, this is the first card that showed earlier.
oh, that's
And when I shuffled them, it came back again. So meant to be kind of. Anyway, yes, it does remind me of the Froggy Horror Picture Show, which was fun in our time. I'm certain it would be fun for people today too. I think the same I see, because it shows the rainbow of colors coming out of her mouth and that kind of thing. Yes, speak clearly about the things that you want. Don't be afraid to voice the things that are you're thinking. You know what? It doesn't matter if somebody says, no, that's not right. That's not, because people are always going to be judgmental of something you might say, or some people. So go beyond that and just open up and just say the things. I mean, I was having the same conversation this morning. If you see something and it brings something to mind, you should speak your truth about it. Maybe it's a fear you need to resolve. Maybe it's something in the back of your mind that you've been thinking, but you need to talk about it in order to face it straight on, and deal with it on any sort of thing. So let the truth come out, like Kim said, and speak what it is. Because you know what? We're always getting message from above too. And being that it's in stars and the mouth is coming out of, the universe sort of thing, there's so many messages that are coming to each and every one every single day, all the time, every minute sort of thing. And when we allow those messages to come through and talk about them, not only does it help to clear the things that we have blocking us, it also brings newness to us. And sometimes it also brings in the community something to communicate about as well. So it's on a positive side, not on a negative side. And anything that's positive is worth exploring, right?
Hmm.
So I agree with it. Exist in a state of love, not fear. Very well said. Very
yes.
well said.
I like it.
So
So I
nobody
did
wants
hear
to
back
call
from
it.
Rosemary, and it was just a miscommunication on time change. So we're going to reschedule with her. So anybody that's watching that or does watch the replay that does want to see about enneagrams, we will do that in the future with her. So,
We'll get it set up.
so you
Anyways, that's
wanna,
too bad.
you got two, but I guess maybe they're shy. Maybe we'll pull one for the first one that was here, then the second one that came in, and hopefully they'll know who they are.
Okay,
Sure.
okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Okay. So this is for the first one that came
This
in?
is the first person that was on live. Yeah.
Okay. Let's pull the card for that individual. Okay, this one seems to stand out. Soul remembrance is what it's called. It says clips of your lives once lived seep through your subconsciousness. Acknowledge these memories and that you choose to enter this dimension of experience for deep healing.
Ooh.
Very cool card.
That is a very cool card. So what I'm picking up from it is that it's almost like you really need to do a healing. So it's almost like, because it looks like a TV to me. So it's like really looking at your life from the outside in. So it's almost viewing yourself as if you aren't even a part of your own body, to see where you need that healing and to see where the different things. And I would really look at the pictures as you're showing it to the person that this card is for, and really focus on what kind of triggers you. Is there colors that stand out to you? Because it really feels like there's some healing that you need to be doing, but it's almost like you're so caught up in your own mind that you can't see where this healing needs to come from. And the more that you open up and kind of take a look from the outside in, the more your soul's going to remember what you need to learn and heal and the trauma that you need to go with. So that's what I pick up with it.
Very nice. I do too. It's like a TV set looking into either the past or the future, sort of thing. Try to get the fragments of what's been broken, because it seems to be scattered and broken. All the things that have been scattered and broken in your life, and make them try to come together, make sense to you. If you listen to the frequencies of what's coming to you all the time, we all have a frequency that's connected to us that brings us the information from above. And if you try to listen to that, it could be anything that it's the song that comes to you more often, something when you're dreaming, a noise or a song that comes to you in the dream, or a frequency, a noise that sticks in there. It's all dimensional and it's to you because it needs to show you something. So it just says, let your soul be back what you need to know. Allow those fragments to come together, to be as one, and build the life that you're looking for. And build, and let the dimensions around you come together. Let it build you and let it be strong for you. Put your hand out to it to receive it. The Spirit's waiting for you to say, I'm waiting. I'm going to accept this. I just have been afraid to do that up to this point. So allow that, whoever's listening to this right now, let the things come together so you have a better understanding of it. Sometimes patience is the virtue that you need in order to get things together. So allow that to come to you. And when you put those fragments together, then your answers are going to come your way and you will know that. That's what I got.
Yeah. And just as you were talking, I got the message. There's a lot of things that are around love and the heart with that one. So if that helps.
Good, Kim. Good one. Okay.
Now for the second person that came in, so if you started watching this a little bit later, this one's for you.
And let us know, even if you put a little something about the first card, what we said for you, the first person, I say girl, first person. If you would even say what you thought about that card for you. Doesn't matter if it was good or bad. We still like to hear it.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
card for the second one. Oh, this one wants to come. Okay, it's called The Path.
Mhm.
And 33 is the number for that one. Despite the doubt, your path is clear. Pretty card.
That is very pretty card. Okay, so what I get it is really like you've been trying to move forward into life, and it's kind of like regardless which path you go down, they're all going to lead you to where you need to go. Some are going to get you there quicker. Some are going to be a little more picturesque and a little more, windy getting there. But either way, you're going to get where you need to go. But it also is about crossroads. So it is also about making choices. So, and that's just been such a huge thing for me that my spirit guides have been talking about is, making choices in our life in order to move forward. So which path do you want to go down? Because that's a choice. And it feels like, don't be afraid that if you start going down a path and you're not really sure if that's the path that's meant for you, if you veer off, that's okay, because that's part of our human experience and how we learn different things. So I just think it's really kind of almost a validation for this person listening that they are on the right path, and that whatever path that they choose when they get to have to make a choice is going to be the right path for them.
Yes, I totally get you, Kim, because one is more picturesque than the other. I think too, I don't know if it's to do with the move too here, because one seems to be going into the mountains. They're both sort of going into mountains, but veering off a little bit. And you're right. It doesn't matter which way you go. The stepping stones are still there to help you get where you need to go. There's some lessons you're still needing to learn, and you already know that. So, and those lessons that you need to learn aren't big, big steps. They're small steps, but they feel big steps to you. So go with the little stuff. It's like footsteps in the sand. You know, allow yourself to make those indentations on them anyway, because like Kim said, you are going to be going in the right direction. Doesn't matter which one you travel. So the success is so don't have the doubt of what you're putting through your mind. The stars and the planets are with you right now, and it's time for you to dream big and go big and expand your imagination to where you really want to be in the near future. Because I think it's coming fairly quickly for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. And with that one, I just got when you were talking, listening. So there's something that you really need to listen to when you're making these choices. So
Cool.
awesome. Well, I guess nobody's saying anything, it's just crickets. So yeah, I guess those are beautiful cards. I can't wait to use them when we're doing, our monthly readings and things like that. So that's
Yeah.
wonderful.
When
Thank
I
you for
saw them, I
sharing
thought,
with
oh, Kim is going to like these too.
us. I do like them.
And I hadn't seen anything about frequencies, and I thought, well, I kind of like frequencies and what they're all about. I even go on the internet and pull up frequencies sometimes too, because different sounds make me think differently. And there's white noise, brown noise, all those things too. But there's also things that you can go on the net. And I think we were talking to somebody on one of our podcasts, can't remember now, but about frequencies and how they really do resonate with us and in our heart and through our whole chakra system, through our body. So it helped us to learn sound baths. When we did our sound baths, we found out that some of the different uh, some of the different tones that they have is to do with our time of birth, like our month and that type of thing. And those frequencies too connect with us into our heart and our soul to help us have the peace that we need in order to open us up enough our minds to gather the information we need, because it calms us down, some heighten the thought. But frequencies are something really cool to listen to. And like I said, the sound bath is a really cool way of doing it, because I don't know if you've ever had one, but when you're in there, Kim, it's all the different noise and sounds that they play. It does resonate really deeply with you and can take you on quite a little adventure yourself while they're doing it. So if you haven't tried one, maybe try one out. There's lots of them around
Yeah,
all over the place, you know. And we
there.
did have some, Virginia was on here with her sound bath and that too. So yeah, it's really nice. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, thank you everybody that's joined, and sorry that we had the little bit of miscommunication there with the time schedule. We will reschedule with Rosemary and get it right the next time. And in May, stay tuned because we have Reverend Arlene Cadornis coming back to talk to us and do a live with us. So we'll sort of see some of the things that she's doing because she's just become ordained to be able to do weddings and some different ceremonies. So we'll talk to her a little bit about that. Maybe we'll pull some cards. We'll just see what spirit moves us to do when she's on. So that will be in May. I believe it's going to be May 10th. So just kind of hold on to that. And yeah, we will see you then. And other than that, make sure you're tuning into our podcast, subscribe so you don't miss anything. Yeah. And
Yeah,
thanks for
yeah.
watching. We
And
really
also,
appreciate
I want to add,
it.
yeah, also want to put in there too that Arlene does make different things to make you feel better, potions and things like that. And so you might want to tune in for that as well because she's got her fingers into a bunch of different things. She's amazing. So yeah, May 10th is the day to remember. So yes, thank you, Kim. Sorry to interrupt you.
Nope, that's perfect. Well, thanks, Mum, for coming on with the live, and thank you everybody that's watching. And if you're watching the replay, we hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to shoot us a message if anything resonated with you, that would be great. We'd love to hear back from you guys and be engaged with you. So we always answer the messages we get. So
Yeah,
send it.
we pull some cards for you. We'll pull cards for you next time too.
Yes. So thank you everybody for joining and Mum for coming on, and we will see you the next time.